In this video, I'm just kind of showing you the difference between the different PC cases. The two on the left are basically the same exact thing. A little bit of modification, the one farthest to the left. What I have here is a storage drawer that fits in the drive bay. It's kind of handy to have, you know, if you got USB jump drives, SD cards and whatnot. They're all different. I mean, you can tell looking at the one that's white on the far right, you can trick them out however you want. The one on the left, I'm just showing you that I put in a expansion bay to give me the FireWire audio. The other case has it all in it. Here's just a basic IDE drive, a swappable drive IDE bay. Most people don't have IDE drives anymore. Most people just use SATA, but I have a lot of IDE drives, so of course I want that on my systems. That white one, as I pointed out, has 2 DVD drives on it. You can trick it out however you want. The black one, my newest one, has 2 serial ATA drives on them, swappable ATA drives on them. You can put the OS on the one and, you know, store your other media on the other drive. You can really basically trick out any computer how you want on the PC side, not really on the Mac side. It just wouldn't be able to do it. I'm showing that the IDE drives basically on the black one and the white one are basically the same. They're CompUSA IDE drives, swappable IDE drives. On this one, I'm just kind of showing you that they all have the PS2 port on them. I prefer the PS2 port over USB. Showing that one has FireWire and also it has a networking card. The one in the middle has neither one of them. The other one has at least a networking card right on it. It does have FireWire because I installed a card for it, and I actually took it out of the one in the middle to kind of show you that you can reuse parts. If you really see a graphics card or a video card that you really like, you can usually add that to your other system. I'm showing the graphics cards on all of them. That one does have integrated graphics on it, but as soon as you put in the graphics card, it disables it. Just showing you the COM port and LPT port that they all actually have, the older style. This one here has real simple audio. This one's got surround sound, no big deal. Here I'm just basically showing people how to actually install a faceplate. If you do get like a pink computer or a green computer, they'll usually give you 2 faceplates for the DVD-ROM drive. Which is kind of nice, handy to have. As I slide it around, you can see it's flush with it, but it wouldn't actually hook up to it the way it was. The screws match, but obviously I can slide it back like about a ½ an inch. Of course, it's giving me problems now while I'm videotaping it. Kind of tended to stick, Murphy's Law. But here I line them up, you know, 100% perfect, and I stick the faceplate on it, and I'll, you know, slide around, show you that it's flush with it. You don't want to put it in too quick or be too hasty with it, because the little clips that hold it in place could break off. But here I am just sliding around so you can see that, yeah, it does sit flush with it. There's some light shining through because I don't have the side panels on the case, but you can see the holes line up, and it will work 100%. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. So if you see green or pink case you want it, go get it. Here I'm just showing that the holes line up, even though the actual DVD-ROM's a little bigger than the other one. I'm just kind of showing you the difference in the case. It's not that one case is better than the other, it just depends on what your needs are. If one's like 10, 20 bucks less than the other, you know, decide what your needs as a user are. Showing that this has a 16 times graphics lane, so same with the one with the graphics card in it. I'm just kind of showing you the little slot that I stuck in there with the SATA ports on it. It's also got the power supply, so you can actually hook up an internal serial ATA drive to it, because it does have that port on it, which is kind of nice. You couldn't do that on a Mac because you don't have the Berg and Molex power connectors for it. Here's a real old computer. It's got, you know, the PCI slots, AGP, and it's also got ISA. As you can tell, the ISA and PCI slots can share the same slot on that last one. Once it's on top, once it's on the bottom. You can rewind it again to kind of see that, you know, that last slot is shared. If you didn't pick up on it, that's cool. I've got the case off, or at least the front of the case off, and it does look kind of ugly. I'm just kind of showing you how the swappable serial ATA drive bay works. It probably won't come through 100% in this video, but I was trying to show you that it's a little bit rounded, and it will actually, as you got a swing arm that you can probably see on the right hand side, and it kind of helps pop it out. Can't really explain it, you know, the mechanics really 100%. You just kind of have to watch it a little bit. Here I am just real quick putting the faceplate back on. I mean, really nothing big about it. I mean, I'm not saying this case was the greatest case or anything like that. I just ended up getting it. I thought it kind of looked a little bit neat. All PC cases are unique and individual, which wouldn't be the same on a Mac. Here I've got like a drive bay basket that I can just pop right out, which does make it a lot easier to, if you wanted to, have like 5 hard drives striped together for RAID, do multiple layers of uncompressed HD. I mean, you can do it with it. Just, slide it back and be a little bit cautious with it. And once you get in place, just, screw it back down. But all PC cases are unique. I mean, get what you want. Here's my newest computer. Right where that SATA port, system is where the PCI Express lane is, one of them, and you got 2 PCI slots that are taken below it. Here's a Mac Pro. A lot of Mac users think, wow, this thing looks great, but it's the same case they've had for well over 5 years. I'd rather have something like this, to tell you the truth. I think it looks a lot nicer, to be honest, and you could do a hell of a lot more with it. That's a little ATX micro case. This has only got the 4 slots on it as opposed to the 7. But look, I mean, you could put the OS on one SATA swappable drive bay, put your storage stuff that you've condensed down, onto the other storage bay, and stripe, 6 hard drives if you want. And this is like a little micro ATX case. I just think it's more usable than the Apple Mac Pro. Same with this case. I mean, you can really trick it out however you want. I mean, you can pimp out your computer. Now, this I think is stupid to have this right on the motherboard. I mean, if another hard drive comes out that's faster, better, and cheaper, you Mac users are kind of screwed. And of course, you got that sled. I wonder how much Mac charges for that sled. On the PC side, I don't have to open my case up to have swappable drive bays. And I hope you like what's on the Mac. As you notice there isn't actually even a microphone input on the front of it. I hope you like what you got here, because you're kind of screwed. You're not going to be able to trick it out or pimp it out the way you want. Instead of using the HDMI connector, they got some kind of funky. I don't really consider this to be a really unique or really stylish case. I just think it's ugly and useless. You just can't do a lot with it, bottom line. Like I said, this one here, it's a $30 case, comes with a power supply. This one doesn't come with a power supply. That's like a $25 case. I mean, you can really just pimp out a PC however you want. The same is not true on a Mac. They say, some Mac users, like a guy named emeek77 / Apple Soldier now, say that PCs look like a homemade bomb inside. Well, actually, they look like a computer inside. If you weren't so ignorant, you would know that. Your Mac might look pretty, but it really can't do the same type of things that a PC could. It's bottom line. I'm not trying to badmouth the Apple Corporation, but I just wouldn't like their case. It wouldn't work the way I want it to. It's the bottom line.